Pistons fans, what's going on? It's your boy King. Just got the official reports from Rod Beard over at Detroit News. Cade Cunningham has no minute restrictions according to Dwayne Casey. So, the minute restrictions are finally lifted off of Cade Cunningham. We can, expect to see him play his full potential of minutes out there, and however long Dwayne Casey decides to play him. So that is excellent news for us fans. It's what we want to see. We want to see those guys develop together. We don't want to keep seeing these dents and dings. Tonight we face the Milwaukee Bucks. We all know the history with the Milwaukee Bucks, but tonight is not that situation. The Pistons have a legit chance to go out and win this game if they play hard enough and knock down some shots. And I only say that is because the amount of players that the Milwaukee Bucks will have out, including Giannis Antetokounmpo. So with Giannis, Chris Middleton, and many other players that's out right now for that team, the Pistons have a legit chance to go ahead and take advantage of that and try to come out with a victory. Only place we struggle is if we can't knock down shots and if we get absolutely destroyed in the paint. So tonight is very winnable. Tonight is the first of a 3-game homestand, which is also a beautiful thing for us. But tonight they have a legit chance to take care of some business tonight. So, like I said, with the minute restrictions being lifted off of Cade Cunningham, it's only going to help not only him, but it's going to help everybody else. The flow of the game, the confidence level with guys, it seems like it's just a little bit better with him on the floor. It's not like a bunch of guys that's, trying to figure out who the ball can go to, who should get this shot, who should do that. When him and Killian was out there, the ball was flowing. You know what I'm saying? The basketball was moving, and that's the main thing. That's what this roster, this 5 is built to do. They're built to move the ball and knock down open opportunities. So with them two playing, it creates more opportunities and chances for Jeremy Grant and Sadiq Bey. Also Isaiah Stewart, which Killian was able to find a couple of times. So we all seen, it was only the first game coming off, pretty much not playing for Cade Cunningham. Obviously, the rust is still going to be present. How long will it last? I'm not sure. But, like I said, he has a learning curve too. Cade has to also learn how to, not turn the ball over and things like that. It's going to be the rookie learning curves there. What we're looking for from Cade Cunningham is his leadership ability, taking good and sound shots, being able to distribute the basketball, play defense and rebound, which he definitely showed he can rebound, obviously, right out the gate. So those are some of the things we're looking for with Cade. The turnovers and things are just going to be there. Every rookie point guard goes through this situation. So we still seeing it with Killian, even though he only played 20-something games last season. So every once in a while, Killian has some turnover issues. Last game, I remember he fell down and turned the ball over, which is not technically his fault, but it counts. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes those passes just might not get there or they get tipped. So, those things eventually clean up over time. Nothing to worry about, obviously, but to have those two in a rotation together and to develop together and get comfortable is the most important part of this season. Now, how does this affect guys like Corey Joseph? We will see. We'll see with Dwayne Casey. The question is still out on what he was pretty much out there measuring. Because like I said, I'm not a person to say that they're tanking again. It's too early in the season for that. It's not even game 10. It's no way possible for me to even go that route. It's more like evaluation is the vibe that I was getting from Dwayne Casey when I made that video, which a lot of you guys seem to like that video. So it's not just me, obviously. I don't think they're tanking. It's just, what are we doing? And that's why I titled it that. So basically now it's, what are we evaluating? What were we evaluating during that time period? Because I feel I'm leaning more towards that than where I was about a couple of days ago. So We also called up, Livers and Luca and Saban. They called them back up from the Motor City Cruise, and they only went down there for some practice, obviously. So anytime them guys can go down there and get some practice, or maybe even if they play a game or two, I don't know, just to get on the court is also a good thing. It's also a good thing. And that's why I said I want to keep an eye on the Motor City Cruise this season and try to cover them here and there. Because we have a lot of other young guys, especially guys like Chris Smith, that I'm interested in to see, if they can develop. And, of course, we got Pickett. Everybody's watching Pickett because a lot of us love Pickett. So they are another team that's going to be close in my watching, besides college teams when college basketball is full on going. So, yeah, so tonight, this, like I said, is just a quick, short little pregame talk with you guys. Rod Beard is still dropping some dimes on Twitter. Like I said, with Cade having that minute restrictions lifted, it helps everything for my fandom per se, because I look forward to covering him and covering Killian and covering Sadiq and Isaiah. Those are the guys, and Luka Garza, obviously. Whenever he gets an opportunity, when Livers returns, when he gets this opportunity, it's now November. So how long will it be before he gets into some real full basketball, activity? He's practicing with Motor City, with the Motor City Cruise, but when will he start practicing with the team? Those type of things we'll eventually see. But right now, my focus is on our top four, on the court in our starting lineup, obviously. So just clicking a few things, make sure, it's nothing else I can give y'all before I get off to this video, because Rod Beard is, like I said, constantly tweeting right now some quotes from Dwayne Casey and, getting some information. So, yeah, nothing new. Yeah. Exactly. So he just brought up something that I wanted to say. A lot of fans are already in full on assault against some of the guys on the roster. Listen, two things take effect. Obviously, you hear the NBA stars, some, for instance, like Paul George, speaking on the struggles with the new basketball change, which a lot of us didn't even know about. The new basketball is causing a lot of the NBA players to struggle out the gate because they're trying to get used to playing with this new ball. And it's caused a lot of shooting problems. And it's probably something that can explain, what was going on with our team coming out the gate, especially guys like Frank Jackson. We never seen Frank Jackson struggle shooting like he has been. But he wasn't the only one. Sadiq was struggling at first, too. So maybe that explains a lot. Maybe it has something to do with Cade. You don't know. These guys are not, Cade is a rookie. So you don't know what the difference between the basketballs in college and the basketball that he's playing with now. But if this basketball is affecting NBA veterans and star players, then it's obviously going to affect young guys and all alike. So how much that plays a part into it just being typically the beginning of the season, I don't know, but we'll see. It's something that, everybody's watching. Even Dwayne Casey just commented on it himself. So, you got players and coaches talking about it. So we'll see. But another thing that, Rod Beard just brung up in his tweet, because he must be getting as frustrated as I am on Twitter with some of these fans. I told y'all when we did the schedule release, the first 10 games of the season were absolutely brutal. We're seeing a result of that, man. So this is not a surprise in no way, shape, or form on, some of these games we're having a tough time getting off to a good start. I mean, that is a brutal schedule, a brutal start, man. So luckily, the Bucks decided to sit half of their team, their starting guys, tonight. So it gives us a chance to get our second victory tonight. So, but you just gotta understand, and you gotta chill. I tell y'all all the time, chill out, man. Chill out. Let's not, jump into any type of conclusions. That's why I said I didn't want to go the tank route with Dwayne Casey. Like it's entirely too early. And we haven't even seen our starting five on the floor together, but what hell, what 15 minutes so far. So it's like, what are we really doing? You know what I'm saying? The bench unit, I expect them to take off faster. Number one, because the bench unit has the veterans, and also they're a little bit more used to each other than our starting five. We throwing in Cade Cunningham, which changes the dynamic in the starting lineup, obviously. So with them guys trying to figure out who's going to get touches and who's going to, do this and do that. Killian and Cade both were pushing the ball up the floor just fine. I didn't see any confusion in between the two, so I'm not worried about that. But running the offense is something that they all are obviously going to have to get used to, especially our backcourt. So, like I said, small sample sizes from Killian Hayes and Cade being a rookie is something that's just going to take time for them to get comfortable in that offense and where to hit guys and when to hit guys, and all of that stuff will come. That's why I said when we get midway to the midway point of the season, things should be a lot better than what we're seeing now. So with that said, this was supposed to have been a short video, but there's so many things, so many factors to talk about, man. I just want to give you guys as much information that I possibly can. And with that said, like I said, let's enjoy this game tonight. I'll definitely see you guys after the game. But leave it in the comments, man. Leave it in the comments how you feel about Cade's minute restriction being lifted. What do you think personally about what is it that Dwayne Casey could be analyzing? And on top of that, how do you feel about our current situation in the league where we have stars and coaches mentioning the change of the basketball affecting their game? So I'm interested to know what you guys think about those situations. And let's enjoy the game, man. I'll see you guys after the game. Peace.